Update 1 on Tropical Storm Kong-rey, currently with winds of 40 miles per hour and a pressure of 996 millibars just east of the Philippines at the moment, and is expected to move towards the north-northwest generally as a tropical storm, possibly becoming a typhoon as it passes Taiwan, and then moving towards the northeast, eventually curving towards the northeast, and then eventually weakening into a tropical storm, but will still be quite a system, quite a storm, as it affects Japan in about 5 days' time. That's what we're currently looking at the moment. Signal 1 warnings in effect for northeastern Luzon in the Philippines. That includes the islands offshore just to the north of the Philippines as well. So that there could be some gusty winds there and some flooding as well, resulting from heavy rainfall, some localized flooding at least. Sea surface temperatures are warm where the storm is at the moment, around 29-30 degrees where the storm is headed. So certainly warm conditions for intensification of the storm. The CMC model then, first of all, let's take a look how that one goes. It takes it through Taiwan and stalls it pretty much near Taiwan, and then moves it towards the northeast, eventually affecting Japan, southern Japan. The GFS model, I believe, has a bit more of a direct approach, moving towards the north, moving through the southern Ryukyu Islands, and then actually weakening and becoming almost indistinguishable towards the end of that run there, but probably moving through the rest of the Ryukyu Islands, or maybe through Japan as a matter of fact, but as a weak system that would be as. Let's look at the latest satellite imagery then. You can see here the storm moving into view from the south. You can see the centre moving towards the northwest. Most of the heavy rainfall is displaced towards the south and southwest of the system. So that means that the Philippines is probably getting in on some strong rainfall there, some intense areas of rainfall being produced from the storm, over especially on the eastern coast where those signal 1 warnings are currently in effect. That's for 20 to 40 mile per hour winds, tropical depression conditions at least, possibly tropical storm conditions in some coastal areas of the Philippines to be expected over this next 24, maybe 36 hours, especially on those northern islands as well. We'll certainly be seeing the effects of the storm for a little while longer yet. So let's take a look at the world so far then. August the 26th, as of 2 PM UTC, you can see Tropical Storm Fernando has made landfall in Mexico. An update on that at a later date. We also have, of course, Kong-rey in the Invests as well, 95E in the Eastern Pacific and 92W, which has formed in the South China Sea, which might be another system to watch out for, certainly to see how that one goes over the next few days. The Pacific Ocean then, you can see all three systems there. 92W is unmarked on this image, but you can see it in the South China Sea. That little area of cloud. Kong-rey moving past the Philippines, and 95E, which has formed just off the coast of Mexico. It's the 12th tropical storm to form in the Western Pacific, 2 off 2010, which is currently the quietest on record. We'll probably beat that in the next week, or next 2 or 3 weeks maybe. 4 typhoons, this could be the 5th, but it hasn't got that far yet. And 2 typhoons so far have reached Category 3 status. It's very unlikely that Kong-rey will be the 3rd, but you never know with the Western Pacific Basin. We'll have to see how it goes over the next few days. You can track this storm at the website force13.com/stormtracking.html. So in between updates, in between these video updates, you might want to check that out because it has more up-to-date information via the website. Also elsewhere on the web, Facebook and Twitter, Force13 is on both of those mediums. Just search us, you should find it fairly easily enough, and please do show your support by doing the usual means of engagement, by commenting or subscribing, liking, whatever else you may wish to do. Very much appreciate anything that you do say, but there you have it. The next update's coming up probably at around maybe midnight UTC on Tuesday morning if necessary, but if not, it will be tomorrow, Tuesday 27th of August. But until then, that's all for now.